What a beautiful day to begin with. Thank you so much for being with us, and I hope you are having your great weekend. So, I just recently watched Zindagi in short on. I hope you really love it because it's a great anthology, and there are seven episodes, very short, and you will really love it, and you will have some life lessons from it. So, before sharing which one is my best one, so like I will go through one by one and you will really like it, what you will really learn from it. Never take them for granted. No matter how much someone loves you, everyone has their limit of feeling unappreciated. The first story is about a woman, a housewife, taking care of everyone around her with her love, and she is always showing grace to her husband, being kind to him, and she she shows her affection and love for all the people. So that's why she's always making those small pennies for everyone. So it's just when you live in another cultures, the most important thing is when you are sitting at their dining table, if you will make faces or reject some food or just try to taste a little bit, but if you will reject, some people will not like it. So this goes for this woman also. She is doing her hard work preparing food and everything according to him, and he didn't value her. So one day what happens is she is tired of everything that she is doing because the other person is taking everything for granted. And on the very same day she sitting, and then she's not following the orders as she used to do. So her husband is saying that why don't I take tea from you, or just now he knows the mood has swinged. So he has to uh, because in his social life what happens sometimes the people uh, don't uh, make balance between personal and professional life. They prioritize professional life, and the social life is swept away under the mat. The finances doesn't matter the most. The most important thing is how much you value each other on daily basis. So that's what happened with these women also, and it is her birthday, and as usual her husband forgot it. So you will really like it, and it is best to value others. So your value doesn't decrease based on someone's inability to see your worth. The second story revolves around a housewife, and she is always a victim of gaslighting, and she feel like worthless. But the problem is that it whatever happens between both of you, you have to settle amicably, and you have to give value to each other. But during that process, if someone is trying to invade your privacy and taking advantage of your situation, you should always take a stand and prove your worth. So the story rounds this woman. She take a stand to show that her life matters the most, and you will really enjoy this because in this one there is another person, especially he is from a very reputable political party, and he comes into their house and he invades her private life. So thus she didn't wanted him to take advantage of the situation, but in the end she take a stand and fight both people, both men at the same time. So do not no one can feel you inferior without your consent. So important thing is always take a stand for yourself, because if you will not, then who else? I hope you really like this one. Fear has a large shadow, but he himself is small. The third story revolves around a senior citizen. Once a dwarf just comes and trying to steal from her, and now that fear occupied her brain, and she's always panicking in her daily life. But if the fear will prevail in your life, there is nobody who could get this out of you. So each of us must confront our own fears, so must come face to face with them. So this story is also about ourselves also, that we should never let anything be burdened on us. So our inaction sometimes breeds doubt and fear. That's why always be the first one to take a stand. This is also a very good one that you will really like it. So this story is about a girl or surgeon, I think, and she's having a good relation with the guy, and overall she is into that kind of environment where she has so much stress. But in the end, she learns a lesson that whatever happens in our life, whether it is positive or negative, we should not always saying that I'm setting my goals, I will just whatever, I will settle myself and then I will look for the marriage and something like this. So she learned from her own patient, who is a senior citizen or old lady, and she's going through a treatment, and she said that whatever has happened to you, it's okay, but whatever you do to that, it proves your ability. So if I'm sick and I am just portraying like an old people, nobody will love. So I have to overcome with my smile and embrace, because I should have always look at the positive side of life. So thus she most of the time ignores her boyfriend, but on the same day that she said that I will go for a date with him, because it has been around a couple of years more, or maybe 4 years, and now they have to take she has to take a stand. It's a very good movie, because sometimes the time heals everything, but the if we will drag something for longer, the charm and the beauty of that things will fade away. So I hope you really like this one. A coward is incapable of exhibiting love. It is prerogative of the brave. So I hope you will really like this one, and it has a unique message, especially for child bullying also. And in the good of the best thing is, so what happens is that there is a brother and a sister. The brother is younger than a sister, and they are always going to the school, and there are always guys standing over there and bullying them. So what happens is that the boy, though he's small, he said that we have to take a stand how far it will go on. And one day he tells his sister, you have to show courage, bravery, and come out of that cowardness that you have. What if they will hit me or hurt me? You are still their main person, so they will likely attack you, no matter you are a woman or you are a girl. But if today, at this age, your brothers, your siblings, or your friends are encouraging you and making you stronger, and letting yourself to overcome on your fear and come out of that phase as a victorious and a brave, it's very important, especially for our people around us. They are the ones who are always making us strong, or making us brave, or making us coward. And this happens that she took a stand and thus overcome on her own fear. And this is a very good message that all we should learn it, that our society should not make us feel inferior or weak, rather make us more stronger to battle all the negativity around us. And I hope you will really enjoy this one as well. Cheating on anyone is deeper than people realize. It destroys their outlook on love, their future relationships, and peace within themselves. So the story is about a couple. They have their three kids also, but unfortunately, on the wedding of someone, there were uh, a noise that the guy heard it in the restroom and found out that he's better off he's cheating. So he goes and trying to confront with her, and he spoke to her. But sometimes your heart needs more time to accept what your mind already knows. So he didn't panic, and he's uh, showing that okay, I'm here to listen to you. But overall, he said she was also like an Instagram influencer somehow. I feel like, and she was posting some kind of things over there. Also, people were always following her. So when you have a repute in a society, you have to always watch your step, what you are doing and what you are not doing it. And unfortunately, she bluntly spoke something in front of people, and every one of them were shocked. And later, what happens, you will really love it. Sometimes, if you don't have a vision to have a family, then you should make your choice according to your uh, decisions. But if you really feel a suitable, durable solution for your long lasting life, that's ordinary couples do, you should always take a stand and embrace the challenges that you have. But always, it's not one person, it's both should always be there for each other. And I hope you really like it. And the last not the least, it is one of the my best ones. So this is one of my favorite one. I believe that you will really like it because in this uh, short movie they have shown so many things that you cannot sum up. It's all about our social and cultural differences, how we can overcome on those, and especially about the boundaries that we have drawn. uh, they really need to think on the positive notes that we should always find a peaceful solution for all the things that are around us. So what happens is, there is a girl who was just going to college now, and her mother gave her the phone, and she is very optimistic with her. That is the very beautiful thing that they have shown, is that the women should talk to another women like women to women and have a very optimistic conversation with each other. So rather than being very forceful, so this is a very beautiful thing that they have shown it. And later she said that instead of finding the guys on the college, it's always on Tinder. And she is now trying to date a guy out of her culture and out of her environment, and they are always talking to each other, being optimist and sharing all the things that they like about each other. It happens, and their acting is very superb. What happens is that now they're trying their level best to meet, and they said that let's meet. And at the beginning, they, sometimes it happens that the people are just inviting other people to meet on the coffee bars or something like this, but some people, they don't like it at all. So it is very authentic a, date that they wanted to set up. So they meet at the Bhalle shop, and once they reach at the same shop, they found out that that's a very unique thing that you will really like it, because that similar shop is on both sides of the border, and you will really like it, and it is very good. And I hope you will really like this one. It's very touching, because I was thinking that okay, it's a normal one, but in the end they just superb done it. And I hope you will really like all these things. And overall, I have seen it, but the things that they wanted to teach and sum up here is that we should always overcome on our fears. We should never draw a circle around us, and because sometimes those circles become our boundaries, or means like fences. And we should always uh, keep our hearts and rooms open for improvements and for the positive things to come. So always be happy. So enjoy your weekend and take care of yourself. Bye bye.